I'm happy to announce and inform all of you, which I tweeted last night, that we have now got the final approval to open the mines. So now the miners are free to, these three miners can open the mines and start their mining whenever they want. They can start tonight, they can start tomorrow, it's up to them.
Every election we hear a ritual announcement of resumption of coal mining activities. Is it not an election gimmick? Now election coming, KHDC, JHDC.
Yes, because people ask what's happened to the coal mines, so we have to answer back. So one, you may say it's a gimmick, but then it's a reply we have to give back to the people. Now, from our point of view, even yesterday, as I said, you can see from the press conference that was held there, and the updates that I've put, that all the necessary permissions now have been given, and now the concerned individuals who have got the permissions to start the mining can start today, tomorrow, day after, next week, anytime they want. So I repeat again that this entire procedure was very, very, very tedious and very, very complicated, and was highly challenging for us. Previous governments could not decide on how to move forward, with due respect. I'm not trying to say they didn't do anything, or it was a difficult decision, to be very frank. But we decided to, in a way, bite the bullet. And we went ahead and we challenged it in Supreme Court. We got the stay. We got the ban lifted. After that was done, I can again repeat, we had to go to Coal Ministry to create special provisions to allow mines owned by our people to be then mined, and licenses and permissions to be given. So complete new SOP had to be prepared specifically for Meghalaya. Once that was done, then after that the necessary permissions from multiple departments and ministries of Government of India and state and central agencies and state government had to be taken, maybe 20-30 of them. And this was being done for the first time. So in every ministry, every central agency, state government, some hurdle, some question, some clarification used to keep come up, because it never happened. So all of this took more time than one could imagine. So now, as I said, final thing with the Coal Ministry who had gone, with all the necessary permissions from all the different agencies and departments, and this is what has been now placed in front of the ministry, and that is what yesterday we got the clearance. As I said, now the miners are free to start. Miners means these three miners, not anybody else. These three miners who have received the clearance can start mining. So now it's up to them when they want to start the mining.
So is it open cast mining?
Yeah, so it's a technology. Each one has submitted their mining plans. I don't have the details with me, so I don't want to be misquoted. So they have put in their mining plans. I don't know what the technical aspect of the mining plan is, but that mining plan again has been vetted by the central agencies and by Coal Ministry, and they've agreed in those particular circumstances where these particular mines are to use that particular technology and mining plan which has been proposed by the miners. So now all the clearances have been given, and as I said, now the miners, they can start their mining as per the mining plan.
So can we hope that there will be a full stop to illegal coal mining activities?
Yes, from the government side, that's exactly what we have been working towards. I reiterate that from the beginning, when this entire issue of coal ban took place, one had to realize, and I again repeat myself, that even when the decision was made, it should have been just and fair and transition based. You cannot stop a process of mining that has been going on for the last 2 centuries and expect people just to stop what they've been doing for their livelihood for past 100 years, 200 years. So therefore, while a process had to be adopted, the agencies that had banned the mine that time should have approached by the process of allowing the people to adapt and given them a time to transit into a cleaner process, and given them options. Now this is something that is so from government point of view, it's very clear. So you either you provide the miners the necessary permissions and the process through which they can legally mine, or you will find people they've been doing what they've been doing for 200 years, and suddenly you take away their livelihood. So obviously there's going to be reaction. So it's natural, but obviously as a government, since the decisions were made by different agencies, we had to be very strict and implement a lot of provisions. But as I said, when thousands and lakhs of people's livelihood is dependent, obviously it takes time, and there is a lot of concern, and it's difficult to, as I said, to tell people that don't do what you've been doing for 100 years, 200 years for your livelihood, and you snatch away their livelihood. So it's not easy. So point being that it is a very difficult phase. And in those difficult phases, we saw, sometimes there would be some cases, some situations would come up, some cases of illegal mining could have been there. These are processes. Wherever we saw it, we stopped it, we took action. But as I said, to completely put a stop to everything is not easy, because people were doing it for 100 years. That's why again I repeat. So it had to be really handled with a lot of care. A lot of push had to be put into ensuring that government would clear our files. A lot of meetings with central government agencies and ministry. So it has been very tough. So now we are hopeful. We are hopeful that with this happening, that we will now see things smoothen out. We will see things now come to normalcy. Nobody wants to follow the illegal way. Nobody. Even the miners don't want to do it. But as I said, since their choice was not there earlier, provisions were not there earlier, for their livelihood, they would find some way or the other to sustain their livelihood. And and it was kind of a difficult situation for them and for us also. But as I said, now that we have come to this point where the licenses have been given and the clearances have been given for 3 miners, and they can start their mining even, as I said, as early as tomorrow, day after, provided they follow the provisions in their mining plan. I'm hopeful that this will be the beginning of us seeing the entire sector become more regulated and more systematic, and all activities which are not proper will see things decrease and hopefully close down all kind of illegal aspects in the coming days.
So a lot of concern has also been expressed regarding if open cast mining is feasible in a state like Meghalaya, sir.
As I said, I don't want to comment on whether it's open cast or what kind of technology is being used, because every mine, every location will have a different mining plan, and they'll have to go in a scientific manner, and they will have to take the approval of the competent agencies identified by Government of India to approve their mining plan. What I'm saying is that whatever has been approved and whatever will be implemented will be scientific, number one, will be with the approval and stamp of central agencies and Government of India, and therefore it's going to be as per the norms and as per the scientific provisions that are laid down by expert agencies as well as Government of India.
So in terms of the aerial survey that you were looking at, you also mentioned earlier that you were taking the help of NESAC to find those areas where a lot of mining is taking place. We've also seen a single member committee of Justice Katike. He mentioned that the state government is cooperating, however, when it comes to implementation, they still lag far behind. Like there's not that immediate where you see, and this committee is going on for quite a while now.
Yeah. No, now that the scientific mining has started, as I said, now the process of regularizing things and smoothing things will happen now. These activities, you have to understand, it's not that we are